There are two issues I want to deal with. So I made sure and take down some notes here so I wouldn't miss what I want to say. Now we have two gentlemen who used to work on Iowa George Station. Now they are in a different entity. I saw one of their conversations, and Heavy was saying that PNM supporters prefer to eat grass. Listen to the wording, prefer to eat grass and eat the dirt under the grass and eat the worm under the dirt before they give an Indian lady the opportunity, or words to that effect. This is the same guy that was telling us during the general election campaign, all before that, when he was on Iowa George Station, that we will eat grass under the PNM if we decide to give them a second chance, or if we decide to keep them in office. Newsflash, sir, when your Lord and Master came in office, they created history in this country. They were the first political party to ever fire over 30,000 people within a 100-day span in this country when coming into office. Maybe you're proud about that. I need to ask you this question. My black brother, had you known that the UNC was going to fire over 30,000 people, mainly black people in this country, would you have convinced your black brothers and sisters to go and vote for the UNC? Oyo was the same one that was talking about grass eaters and people go eat grass in this country under the PNM. Well, like it or not, history will show in this country that whether you like it or not, people were employed. And like it or not, every fortnight, they were looking forward to their salary. It wasn't the biggest of salaries, but it helped. And if it's one thing we know all too well, eat little, live long. A little is better than none at all. So how did we move from receiving a salary every fortnight to none at all? And this beggar, along with his psychic, will make a program and talk about people rather eat dirt. That is what the UNC have people doing now, sir. A young man took his life when he lost his job at the at forestry. My condolences goes out to his family. Or you don't care about that. I ask again, would you have convinced people to vote for the UNC had you known that they were going to fire so many black people in this country? Have any one of you all gone to the families and friends of the people who were fired and said, listen, we didn't know that they were going to do this to them or do this to us? What about all those youths with all those youth programs, when Oyo refused to highlight all those youth programs when Oyo was on radio, and Oyo was deliberately ignoring it? All these youths who were learning how to operate cranes, who were getting land to plant products via agriculture under Foster Cummins. Are you all going to go to their family and tell them, listen, I am sorry, but I never knew that they were going to cut all these youth programs? Are you all going to have these conversations? No, because you were so deep into hating PNM and hating Rowley that you can't look past your hate and see what was actually being done for the youths. Your same Prime Minister, your Lord and Master, fired 30,000 people plus, mainly black people. And a few weeks after what she did, she came and she gave leases to ex-Caroni workers and promised them $110 million in compensation. What did the CPEP worker get when they were fired? And while you might try to say it's two separate incidents, you have to look at the principle behind it. Because you can't fire black people on one hand and give out least to Indian people on the other hand and say that that is balanced, that is fair, that is just. Why do the UNC always finds black people to always look down on their own, embarrass their own, and at the same time tell their own nothing is wrong with that, come and shake hands with Kamala? And you know the sad thing about it? The UNC not even using the damn own to do all this damage. They will take an African man and send him out there. If only they understand how he loves to beg. You all are beggars. You all are a disgrace to all your own. Where is the dignity? Have you apologized to all these people that you all would have convinced to vote for the UNC? There are a lot of CPEP workers who did not vote for the PNM. Some didn't even vote at all. Did they even know that they were going to be fired? Instead of talking garbage about who prefer to eat grass. Sir, under this administration, people eating grass because they were fired. How that in register in your thick skull? Oh, I am so sorry. You're too busy begging. You are too busy with your psychic begging. And that is why you can't see the plight of what these people are going through. You're using the excuse of a few contractors out of 300 contractors. 300 CPEP contractors using a few for the excuse, for a frivolous excuse about so much people being fired. Is it so easy to manipulate you all? Again, and allow this to sink in your thick, can I say uneducated skull? Over 30,000 mainly black people were fired. They're on the breadline. They don't know where the next meal coming from. They have books to buy. The children depending on them on a daily basis to eat. Your party, your Lord and Master, took that away from them. And then went a few weeks after and rewarded ex-Carney workers' land and promising them $110 million in compensation. How does that not register in your thick damn skull? How? What do we have to do again to have people like Oya think, boy? Is it that you're so proud being dumb? Or is it that you're so proud being a sellout? Which one? Or is it a mixture of both? My God, boy. When will we learn? When? If it's one thing about black people, we are resilient. We will take a little and we will make it work for us. Even though we might complain, we will take a little and make it work. That is who we are. We will complain, but we will make it work. But when you don't have none at all, or when the little was taken away from you, what do you expect the people to do, sir? Can they come at your doorstep and be compensated, sir? But you're encouraging people to go back into the hands of the oppressor. Sir, when you want to beg, please beg on your own. When you want to grovel at Kamala and the UNC feet, please grovel at Kamala and the UNC feet on your own. When you want to show the great idiot that you are, please do it on your own. Stop encouraging people who jobs were taken away and they have no form of employment as we speak. What do you want people to do, sir? The next issue is the UNC would have scrapped the Independence Day parade. And of course, my black brothers will have no issue with that because they are beggars. But let's look at this from a holistic point of view. The UNC, this administration would have said that they would have saved and boast that they would have saved I think it's $1.5, $1.6 million via the parade. And some of my black brothers and sisters running out. Oh, they're getting to save money and things done hard already. Okay. This UNC administration, and listen, this UNC administration is the largest cabinet in this country's history. This UNC administration collectively is being paid $2.7 million per month. And I hope my two black brothers understand this. The Independence Day Parade, which costs around $1.5 million once a year. Once a year. ONCE capital letters. Once a year. The UNC administration is being paid $2.7 million per month. Maybe that doesn't register. Or you'll use the excuse, it's a separate issue, you can't link the two. 2.7 million per month versus 1.5, 1.6 once a year. We still have an argument for the UNC? Or you're pretending or you don't know what's going on? When the UNC win, exactly who wins? My two brothers are idiots, yes? Sorry to say.